What is up, guys? It is Zach with the Outdoor Experience coming at you with another review today on some broadheads and some arrows. Let's so a little update. We reached over 300 Instagram followers. We've only been at this less than a week. That's crazy. On Twitter, we're right roughly. Let me do a real quick check here. Actually, might have grown a little bit. Yeah. So we're one away from 40. We're at 39. I would like to see that grow exponentially. Twitter is a huge tool for us, as well as Instagram. So, and then also some plans. Me and Hunter are going to a tech shop here soon, Addington's in Winfield, West Virginia. We're going to be doing a pretty serious video. Now there will be some joking and stuff like that, but it's about conservation and how important that is. So we'll get to that whenever we get to that. It'll probably be sometime next week. So with that being said, let's get right into the review of the Rage Extreme 100 grain broadheads. Now here's a up close and personal look with them. I know you're seeing my red flash. Do a real quick turnaround there for you so you guys can see the whole broadhead. Now, these are bladed tips. You can see the tip right there is bladed. It's not a chisel tip. It's just a straight up bladed tip, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, at times I actually prefer these when I'm hunting turkeys or maybe a little bit softer of a target. So that's always nice to have kind of like that bladed tip on some softer targets. So now the cutting diameter on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. We're talking 2.3 inches of cutting diameter. I mean, that's like that right there. I mean, that is a massive cutting diameter for a broadhead, period. The weight of these are 100 grain. I don't know if I said that before. So, the shock collars. The shock collars is this little black band right there. Basically what that does is that keeps your blades from falling around everywhere, and it keeps them in place. Now what the shock collars do is they keep the blades in place until impact. What happens on impact is the blades will open, the shock collar explodes off, the Rage does the work. So there's really nothing else that you need to worry about. All you need to do is go and get the shock collar replaced. They already come with 3, and there's 1 on each. So that's nice. I think the shock collars you're looking maybe like $7 to $8 for like 40 or 50 or something like that, which that isn't bad at all. And then I'll link everything I'm talking about in today's video down in the description in the video as well. So that way you guys can go, and if you guys want to try these out, go try them out. So, and I believe Rage is actually running a sale on their website on these right now. So, and then the blade angles. The Rage engineered these blade angles to actually almost be like surgical blades. So you're gonna get a 2.3 inch cutting diameter, and it's gonna be a clean cut. It's gonna be an ethical kill. There's really nothing that you got to worry about from that standpoint there at all. So, and then they also engineered the blades to where they open up, they produce more energy to obviously penetrate the deer, and then also more penetration as well. So that's always nice, and Rage is really putting the science behind these. They're going out doing their research, and they're seeing what works best, which I have respect for companies that do that. I would rather buy a cheaper broadhead that has science behind it and that's proven to work than go and buy a $50 broadhead where they're just like, oh, we'll just throw something together and hope it works. That's how I am. You guys might be different. I don't know. But now here's the thing with these. With the Rage Extreme 2.3s, don't shoot these under 60 pounds or else they will not open and they will not deploy. I think that's where a lot of people are getting their issues from. With broadheads not deploying or whatever. I'm shooting 70 pounds now. Hunter's shooting 70 pounds. And I want to say Jake is shooting somewhere around 70 pounds. So all these will work for what we're shooting. As long as you're over 60 pounds, you're in the clear. You are golden. You have nothing to worry about at all. So let's get to some of the pros and cons of this badass broadhead. Alright, so the large cutting diameter, obviously, the more cutting diameter you have, the more cutting area there is in your target, the less time it's going to take to go and pass away, die, whatever. So the blades are more energetic and they do penetrate a little bit deeper. I was actually watching some videos on these nasty little things. The way these things shoot are insane. I saw some nasty pass-throughs. I saw some, I'm talking literally holes like that through deer, elk, bear. I mean, if this broadhead does that, I'm gonna use it. I'm all for eliminating variables, and the fact that this eliminates a couple variables that I was worried about with like my fixed broadheads that I was using. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use these. There's no question about it. So the blades are tougher than they probably have been in the past few years. I know the hypodermics had some issues with breaking off and stuff like that in the deer. I don't know that whole story. I just heard a lot of stories of breaking off in deer, coming apart and stuff like that. So Rage has actually put the time in to make the tougher blades, to make the slip cam system a little bit better, so that way those blades don't come off. It makes it a lot smoother, which is nice. And that's what I'm saying. Rage, they have done a fantastic job of going back and fixing their mistakes in the past. So these shot collars, I actually prefer these over the banded system because they're a lot more trustworthy. So let's say you have a band that accidentally catches one of these blades right here. That band's done. It's not going to hold for nothing. So basically what that shot collar does is it holds your blades in place and explodes on impact. And then you do have to replace these every time you shoot. I mean, that's neither here nor there. For me at least. For you guys that may be like, well, I don't want to go buy shot collars every time. So and then some of the cons. You can't use these under 60 pounds, which sucks. I know at least of one person that can't shoot these because they're right at 55 pounds. She was shooting with them, trying to get her bow sighted in or trying to just shoot around, and they didn't deploy on her, which sucks. Because I know that she wanted to use these really bad. She has her whole color set up and everything, and so it'd be sweet if she could use these. I'll admit it. So the fact that you can't shoot these if you're under 60 pounds, that sucks. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. That's all on Rage. So the shot collars aren't reusable. I know I just said it's neither here nor there for me, but I mean, I feel like that's a con just because that is more money that you do have to put out. Which, I mean, really, $7-8 isn't bad for 40-50 shot collars. that's gonna last you a while unless you're taking shots at everything you see. So, and I do have to say this just because it is a mechanical and they do have kind of a history of not deploying. There is a possibility that I couldn't deploy. Me personally, I am willing to more likely take that risk of it not deploying, and I'll take that risk. And for the cutting diameter, the tougher blades, the shot colors, everything, I'm not going to let one con outweigh all the pros that we have for this broadhead. It just doesn't make sense. So, I mean, it's a decent little broadhead. It's not bad. I am thoroughly excited to see what damage this does to a deer, a turkey, whatever. So very, very excited to use these, and we're gonna slay some deer with these for sure. So put this away, and then I'm gonna grab one of these here. Now for the arrow review, guys. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee. Black gold, I love it. So I'm gonna start shooting these here soon. They are the Carbon Express Mayhem DS arrows. I'm gonna go from the front all the way to the insert, all the way to the back of the arrow. It's just a black shaft, and there is the Mayhem logo. And here comes your fletchings. Boom, there it is, guys. So what Carbon Express did with these arrows is they made them a double spine, weight forward, which basically means this. And this is straight from their website, just so you guys know. It's made out of different carbon materials that creates two spines in a single arrow. So they're using different carbon materials to virtually make two spines in the same arrow, which is sweet. That's awesome. I mean, if this is a 350 grain arrow, so I know I'll be fine shooting it. But the fact that there's two spines in this to make it a lot more durable and to make it fly a whole lot better, I have to have respect for Carbon Express for doing that. I mean, the fact that they're putting the science behind this is crazy. I told you guys I'm a real scientific guy. As long as people are putting their work in, I'm willing to use their products. So, and basically what the two spines do is it manages the energy better, and it makes the arrows recover faster. So if your arrows are going like this and freaking out, that dual spine is going to help you. It's going to help you recover, significantly recover, and it's going to make your energy a whole lot better. And when it spins, so when it's spinning like that, if it gets out of control or anything like that, it's going to spin back into rotation, or if it gets out of rotation, 20% faster than any other arrow. It's going to retain more speed and more accuracy as well with the dual spine weight forward system, which is cool. I love that. The fact that they're putting a dual spine, a triple spine, whatever into these things are crazy. So let's get down to this next point. So buff tough, the front shaft, so like this part here basically, from the sticker all the way to the insert, is made with buff tough, the world's toughest and quietest arrows. So basically from here to here is where most of your impact is gonna be taken. From here back, it's just gonna reverberate and go into the back of the arrow. So that's really it about that. the real straightness. This is probably the coolest thing about these arrows. What they did is they took a laser and they literally straightened these things out down to 1/10,000th. Yes, I said 10,000th of an inch. That's how straight these arrows are. I mean, I don't think you can get any straighter than 1/10,000th of an inch. So, if you guys can't tell, I'm super jacked to freaking start using these arrows here soon. This is the 350 grain spine, so you're looking at 9.8 grains per inch. And like I said, it's the 350 spine. Length out of the box. So just in case you do go and end up buying these, you're looking at, for the 6-pack, you're looking at 31.5 inches, and for the 12-pack, you are looking at 32.5 inches right out of the box. So if you need to get them cut down, like I have mine cut down to 28, so on and so forth. Field points. The diameter of this arrow, or the insert in the arrow, is not 19/64ths. So if you guys need to get a field point for these, 19/64ths will do the job. So, and like I said, everything I talk about will be in the video or in the description below. So I think that is about it for our review. Let me double check my notes here, make sure I'm not missing a darn thing. I think I am good. Yeah, I think I'm good. Monday, so the 20th of November, there will be another review for you guys on the Primos Revolver Call system. This is a pretty cool system. It has its issues. Primos could work some of that stuff out, but we'll get to that Monday. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, that is all I have for you guys today. I got work at 12:30. Yeah, 12:30. And pretty sure that is all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. A little something just short, quick, to the point. What I am excited to use. So, with that being said, always stay positive and slay deer.